the best parts of the holidays is all the time you get to spend with those you love. But some of that togetherness can spread something other than joy.
Oh yes, unfortunately, sickness tends to spike during these times, and we want to help you stay healthy, I should say, and safe. That is why today we are going to talk to Dr. Jason Bowling. He's a professor and infectious disease specialist at UT Health San Antonio and the chief epidemiologist at University Health. Dr. Bowling, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks for the opportunity to be here today.
Of course, the last thing any of us wants is for a virus like the flu or COVID to derail some of our holiday plans. So what would you like us to know about how these could affect us?
I think it's important. I think everybody's familiar with COVID and flu, but it's important to recognize that Texans are still getting very ill from COVID and flu. In just the last 3 months alone, over 600 people died from COVID-19. So it's important that we're taking steps to protect ourselves, especially as we move into this holiday season.
So talk about some of those steps. What can we do to better protect ourselves and keep us healthy against some of these viruses that might start going around?
Sure. There are several steps that people can take, and each step they take adds additional protection. The most effective thing that people can do is get up to date on their COVID vaccine and flu vaccine to get the best protection for respiratory virus season. Other things that people need to be doing: frequent hand hygiene, either using soap and water to wash your hands or an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. And then you can consider wearing a mask if you're going into a crowded public setting, especially indoors, to help reduce your risk of getting sick.
Going back to those vaccines in particular, it's reported that there is a slower uptake this year on people getting their flu shot or COVID booster. What would you say to someone who has some hesitations about either of those?
I think that's a really important point. Last year, only 17% of adults in Texas got the COVID vaccine and less than half of adults got the flu vaccine, and we're not doing a lot better right now. The vaccines are important to get the new updated vaccine because they update it with strains that match more closely with what's circulating now and provides better protection. And we have a wealth of data now of safety analysis. These vaccines are actually monitored more closely than over-the-counter medicines that people take every day.
You know, we've seen some of those numbers go down. Why do you think that is, that as time goes on, people are less inclined to head to their pharmacy or their physician to get those updated boosters or shots each year?
It's a great question, and I think over time we kind of relax a little bit. We forget about some of the things that we were real worried about during the pandemic. But it's important to recognize that every year thousands of Texans are hospitalized. And we can do better than that. We can get these vaccines and protect, particularly the people that are at higher risk for severe illness. Many of them will be at these family get-togethers, right? Grandma, grandpa, other people with medical conditions. We can do a better job of protecting them.
And we want to ask you other things besides getting some of these, avoiding some of these respiratory viruses. The holidays, of course, are a time when we like to enjoy ourselves a little bit more, perhaps with a little extra treat or drink or so. So talk to us about what are some of the healthy habits we should consider to maybe create more balance during this time.
Right. We all like to enjoy ourselves, and that's good. It's important for people to recognize, don't, be careful. Everybody's going to eat and maybe overindulge a little bit, but you can still kind of do things where you can protect yourself. You can hold events outdoors if the weather permits. It sounds like we're having some warmer weather. So doing things outdoors is good. Getting a walk is good. Getting plenty of sleep. And then if you're sick, please stay home. Don't go to that family get-together because there's going to be likely somebody there that's at higher risk for severe illness. And so you can actually help each other out by protecting them, staying home if you're sick.
So many good reminders, Dr. Bowling. Thank you so much. I think every year we tend to forget, maybe get a little too excited. And so these are such important messages for all of us as we head into our holiday celebrating. So Dr. Bowling, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Happy holidays to you as well.